Test, test, test. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Livestreams. And I'm your host, Victor Gamov. You are here at the Confluent YouTube channel where you're watching me. What is this? Livestreams is a weekly show where I'm talking about all things Kafka, stream processing, cloud, Confluent, what have you, because it is also heavily inspired by your feedback, by your questions, by your requests. All right, all right. And welcome back. It's great to be here. And I'm your host,
back
Victor
from
Gamov.
a week
You
of
are here
Kafka
at the
Summit. I hope
Confluent YouTube channel.
everyone having a good
where
time.
You're watching
Really
me.
excited to be here again.
Livestreams is a weekly show where I'm talking about all things.
To the computer
Kafka,
because it's going to be
processing,
much easier
cloud,
for me
Confluent,
to sit on this one.
It is
All right.
also heavily inspired by
Okay, let's see.
your
Let's
feedback,
see what
by your
we
questions,
have
by
here
your
today.
All right.
Let me know in the chat if you are listening, if you are watching, if you see what is going on there. Let's see if we have anyone. So my computer says right now is roughly 10 people is watching. So
what have you
sit on. Let me know. Come here to the chat. Hello. We are rolling. So what's up with sound? Okay, what's up with the sound? Okay, perfect. Sound is good. Sometimes maybe echo coming when there's not closed tabs or whatnot. So, all right. Okay. Great. So let's play our usual game. Let's warm up a little bit. Let's see what we're doing and where are you joining today. Again, I see a bunch of people joined right now. Let me also let me see if it's yep. People coming from where? Where are people coming? People, where are you coming? Where are you coming? Where are you located? What do you do? What's the what brings you here? What is your Kafka story? Talk to me. It's always a little bit lonely to sitting there and talking to my camera. So talk to me and let's see what is going on here. So while I'm waiting for desperately waiting for some of the feedback and some of the conversation that happens in the chat, I would like to start by saying last week Kafka Summit was awesome. So I don't know how many of you joined Kafka Summit virtually or you're planning to watch the videos afterwards, but in my opinion, so far it's the best Kafka Summit ever that happened. We have overwhelming number of people who were online and people who watched some of the replays, who watched some of the videos on demand. So it was fantastic. Was incredibly powerful, event, and very appreciate you folks who joined. All right, so let's see here. Mr. Surprise, welcome, Mr. Surprise from Kiev, Ukraine. It's good to have you here. It's great that you join us. Thank you so much for being with us. All right, so Edgar from Kharkiv, also Ukraine. Welcome here. And Mr. Surprise using Kafka for almost 1 year. That's great. That makes us two of us. I'm just kidding. I'm using Kafka a little bit more than just 1 year. But hey, that's great that you have that you're here. And yeah, all right, great. So thank you so much for being a part of Livestreams. Now, let's see. So Kafka Summit. For those of you who missed that, Kafka Summit videos and presentations will be available you still need to, probably, if you want to watch this on the platform, you want to go there, register, and all these videos will be available there for next 30 days, I guess. My colleagues, Mark Trang and Tim Berlin, they wrote the 2 blog posts where they highlight some of the cool talks. I also want to highlight the Gwen's keynote presentation, where she shared some future of Apache Kafka project and future developments that include 2 most important KIPs that happening right now. One is the KIP is the Kafka tier storage. So ability to separate the brokers from underlying storage subsystem. The multiple companies participating in this KIP. I guess some folks from Uber are leading the charge. We also, as a Confluent, will also participate in this one. As a reminder, we do have our own implementation of tier storage that already works in Kafka and Confluent platform. So check this out. So the blog post thank you so much for adding this into the stream. For some reasons, links are displaying incorrectly, but if you go in chat, you will be able to see this one in chat, so the particular link. So usually I like, because I was a part of the program committee and I was helping to select some of the talks. I've seen some of the presentation before, but I didn't see this presentation. I didn't review this, and I was really excited to watch this one. So Ben Stopford and Michael Knoll, they prepared one of the, have you ever had this situation or this feeling that you really want to do the presentation on a particular topic, and you never either have a time or you never have a like desire, or you just want to do this. And this is one of the presentations I would love to do myself, because it will require some of the cool research and digging into some of the architectures of competitors, which is or competitors or like a products that like similar-ish to the product like Kafka. So this is one of the talks. So when the Ben and Michael, they were talking about the architectural decisions on systems like Kafka, Pulsar, and RabbitMQ, they were talking in details about some of the performance benchmark. As a matter of fact, if you haven't seen this yet, the performance benchmark, go check this out. So, and the recap of the presentations, I highly recommend, as a matter of fact, watch the keynote by Sam Newman, even though like you might be scared by the tyranny of data title, you will not be disappointed. Very good talk. He talks about, obviously, Sam Newman talks about microservices, surprise, but this is a really good talk. I highly recommend to watch it, and it's like also as if you're a practical engineer, you like to crunch and code, still would be extremely useful for you to learn some of the aspects of the services. And like go watch my presentation. Go watch my presentation. I was talking about Kafka and testing. If you are been in the live streams for a while, for like, I don't know, couple months, I guess, you know that the testing is also my jazz. I like to talk about testing. We will talk about this testing more. Also write down in the comments, and either in the chat or in the comments, or hit few likes button. Don't forget hit that like button, because this is a really important indicator. It's a really important indicator if I'm doing this something wrong or something right. And we're going to be talking about testing a little bit in future as well. So, and we do have some of the requests. Okay, Yuri is asking, what is topic for today? So, as always, there should be some topic, there should be some preparation, there should be something interesting. And today, I want to talk about interesting for me. I don't know if it would be very interesting for you. I hope it will. So I want to talk about this thing. So in some of my previous live streams, many of you have seen how I use Confluent Cloud as my Kafka cluster to run my applications, to run my demos, and so there's a few steps that I always do if you go and watch in my presentation, my previous live streams. I go in there, I'm just go and say, okay, so live streams, create new cluster. I'm putting name, putting the location where I'm running this one, on which region, click launch, and after that I need to copy different keys. I need to copy different the keys for Kafka, keys for scheme registry. If I'm using a ccloud-DB, I need to copy keys of ccloud-DB. And today I want to show something that I recently learned, and I think you will be also you also enjoy it. So there is a let's start with this one. Quick reminder that all of these demos you can always find in this repository. This is a demo scene repository that's on GitHub for Confluent Inc. And all this, the things that I'm doing with live streams is here. So you will see the folder September 1st, and you will find all this link. Now, let's start with this small utility called ccloud, right? So first of all, it shows me no cluster. So it's a very good tool if you don't want to tap into UI side of things, and you don't want to. Let's do this one. Yep. And you don't want to go into UI. But also it's like very granular. There's a lot of things needs to be done like manually. If you need to create cluster, you need to cluster, you need to create the keys, export keys, and start using this one. So my colleagues in my integration architecture team, as a matter of fact, we're hiring right now. If you're interested in this type of jazz, come and see. Develop this like small set of scripts that's called cloud-stack. And we will talk in the future, if you will be interested in this type of topic. We can talk about the different approach, how we can use Confluent Cloud programmatically. Like you can, we'll probably talk about how it works with API, or the colleague of mine, friend of mine, developed a Terraform provider. If you're in this type of jazz, let me know in the comments if you're interested in this type of topic as well. So, and today we're going to be talking about this thing called cloud-stack, which is essentially a set of opinionated shell scripts that allows you to provision your Kafka cluster. And one of the things that I personally interested in, it's this. It's called automated workflow. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what is going on here, and we'll see how this will work for us. So I'm going here. Once again, I'm in the live streams. Just wget this cloud library. Just see, it's getting there. Yeah, we got this. Okay, so let's take a look on this. What we do have here in cloud library. So cloud library, essentially it is a wrapper around some abilities that Confluent CLI provides, like ccloud CLI. Right now, there's no kind of easy way to script with the cloud CLI, but this is the next big thing that you can do with this one. So we will play around with this and see what we can do. Okay, so let's address some of the questions real quick. So, Manik, welcome. Yeah, for some reason notification didn't went through. Probably we didn't enable public stream. You know, rookie mistake happens. It's okay. We will fix this next time. It's good that you here. That's fantastic. All right. I think we start getting our regulars. Andres, welcome back. It's great to have you here. So is Confluent RBAC is the same like ACL? So same like ACL, so you can say, yeah, like, but it is not. So RBAC provides you more granular control, not over only like a Kafka resources, but it spans across multiple components of a Confluent platform. If you're interested in this type of topic, write down the comments, like hit dislikes, you know, make this video hit 100 likes. I'll do a video about RBAC. No problems with that. All right. Now let's get back to our documentation and see what documentation says. Okay, so we need to source it into our shell session. Let's do it. Usually it should be no harm, and we do ccloud library. Now we will be able to run some of the interesting things. So as always, I prefer run my my cluster in GCP. Someone told me that it's just like cheaper for us internally. So if you know, if I'm showing you something that we still someone is paying. So, and I think GCP is great for us. As always, I use GCP ping to figure out the closest GCP location. And let's see what is the closest GCP location for me would be today. Usually US East is my it's my go-to. US East 4. This is my go-to cluster. Even though global rule balance on yeah, Canada is a few milliseconds away. US is 4. Now, so let's see how we can do this. We're going to be using Cluster Cloud. Do Cluster Cloud. We do GCP, and we'll do what? Cluster region. Equals US East 4, and we'll do ccloud create and we're doing create cloud stack. All right, let's go. Let's see how this will work. And I can use my ccloud UI to watch what is going on here. Let's do this one. If I will refresh it, I should be able to see new environment. And this is one new cluster that I just created, just a few seconds. Now, some of the things that this cloud stack will do, it also will verify that the cluster will be ready to serve requests. And the next thing is that it should be able to get me the working cluster register keys, so I can interact with this cluster immediately and start working. But while we're doing this, let's talk with the chat a little bit. Okay, so people in the chat, as a reminder, this is Bring Your Own Drink show. Let's make it a tradition. So let me know not only where you're from, what you're drinking right now. So how about this for a drinking game in the middle of the day? I am in the New York area, so for me it's just noon, so I can drink whatever I want. So today I'm drinking a Gatorade Zero Sugar, and which taste is a glacier cherry. So what is your drink today? So while I'm drinking, you also type it in the comments and what is going on with your drinking game today. All right, so while we're waiting for other people, I will start answering some of the questions on the chat. Ayush is asking, any monitoring for Kafka service? Well, I might be biased to answering this one, but as a matter of fact, there's plenty of tools like that available. There are some of them are free, some of them are partially free, and it's all depends on what kind of like monitoring thing you want to do there. It's like what exactly you want to do, monitor. If it, because it's very difficult to balance this kind of topics, because I am a developer by heart, by specialty and whatnot, and the lot of things that I've done in my life was around development, but I am also very fascinated and very engaged with DevOps community, which I believe this is like future of software engineering these days, right? So if you not understand how your production works as a developer, you cannot develop efficient code. So that's why like I like to be on the both side of things. Now, so this is why your tool needs to support some of these requirements. Like you want to be effectively develop things. For example, you want to read messages, write messages, and things like that. But also you want to do things like, okay, I want to I don't know, like I want to see what's the consumer like on my production cluster. So a lot of things that we do at Confluent, and the Confluent Control Center is one of the monitoring solutions that we provide. It's a commercial tool, but you can use it for development for free. Just like you can run this locally on your machine. It will work. Confluent Cloud provides you with free monitoring things. So for example, if I will go here, it's a UI of my Kafka as a service, and this is my cluster, by the way. It's actually ready to serve my requests, and I can get like all this monitoring about throughputs, about the storage, what's the speed of production, consumption so far, and so on. Now, and also we'll be able to see some cool things. All right, so some people in the comments might also recommend some of the tools for monitoring. I know there's like Kafka Manager, that's very popular. One of the products that came in from either LinkedIn or Yelp or something like that. It's like has some functionality that allows you to monitor and gives some of the cool things. You can use just any type of exporter to. Usually people have a stack of monitoring technologies that they already use, and they just want to connect them to whatever technology you use. So there's like a JMX exporter that can push these metrics to, I don't know, like Prometheus, Grafana, like LSAC, so what have you. So there's plenty of things to do this. All right. Sandon from Raleigh, North Carolina, drinking orange bubbly water. That's very mouthful. Amazing. Orange bubbly water. It's cool. Manoj is drinking tea. Yeah, so as Andreas mentioned, you can use the Kafka exporter to export JMX metrics to any tool that your organization is using, and you might wanna try this one. So yeah, there's an interesting tool like AKHQ, formerly known as a Kafka HQ or something like that. I guess they got in trouble for like Apache naming whatever, so they had to rename. But the UI is really slick. UI is really slick. I really like it, and looks very cool. Yeah, so people saying that Yahoo has developed the Kafka Manager. All right. So no questions so far, and again. So now, when we're creating this cluster, so what we can do here? One of the interesting things that this ccloud-stack gives you, it's also registers some of the environment and registers some of the keys, so you can do things like ccloud, Kafka list of topics. You will be able to see, or topics, sorry, not the topics, Kafka cluster. So it's created cluster, as you can see, it's created in GCP, in US East, low availability because it was a simple cluster that I want to have. If you want to play around with this type of stuff as I'm playing, let me know in the comments or write down or like send me tweet where you can, or like DM me and I will get you a coupon code that you can use in Confluent Cloud and try all these things for free without charge. Okay. Now, let's take a look. What do we have here? I like this one. It creates a file called Java Service Account. Let's take a look on this one. Looks nice. It gives me a property file that has all this configuration to schema registry, connection to Bootstrap server. Let's do something with it. So I would like to have a couple things. I would like to have I don't want to like spend some time right now writing another Spring Boot application as I previously did. Let's try to do something else. So I want to have local connector that will be running locally on my computer. I will have a database that this connector will extract. It's going to be Postgres source connector that gets data from this local Postgres and pushes data into cloud topic. And we will take a look how does it work. All right? How does it sound? Good, bad. Throw more likes. And in this case, I know that you also are approving this idea, folks. Probably next time I need to do something with more sugar. All right, how does it work? Let's take a look. I do have I need to bring this compose file somewhere because I was preparing. I was preparing for the show. I was preparing. So it's not only Docker compose file. We'll be using Kafka Connect connector, and now I need to connect this connector to my cloud. As you can see here, there's a bunch of interesting things. Environment variables will replace. So, and if you ever configured your if you ever configured your Kafka Connect or any component, you know that you need to put the things in the multiple places, especially many places if you configure in security, because the Confluent Cloud doesn't provide you like ability to connect this directly. So we need to do something with this. And thankfully, for thanks to my friends who developed this. If we will go to, where's my another instance of Google Chrome? Okay, so let's bring this back. Also, let me bring this for you so you would know where to get anything. So first of all, we will talk about Livestreams. So this is linked to Livestreams repository. Yep, this is gonna be our Livestreams repository. This is the thing that where we can get a cloud stack, and specifically we want to talk about where is it? This one, and there should be some anchor for a automated deployment. Yep, automated workflows. Okay, just copying here. So in like if you ever need this, you will get this here. It's gonna be waiting you in. Also, all these links will be published in this, how you call it, description. in the description below. the GCP ping. Also, you want to have it. It's gonna be awesome. To see what's the latency for you. Live streams, we don't need this. Now, next thing is that there is very cool script that called generate CPU configs that actually reads this property file and generate all possible configs in all possible formats. So one of the things that I want to do, let me snap. Every time it asks me to log in. Everything should be super secure. All right, so I would do get back here. Let's go in here. Come on, examples. ccloud and generate this one. We'll get this raw, and I'll get this one also here. So I'll do curl o. All right, so and I'll do chmod plus generate ccloud. ccloud generate configs, and now ccloud generate configs. I need to specify this stack Java service. What it will do, it create tons of files. Let's have a look actually. And we'll do R2 here. So it creates this delta configs, which will have some of the interesting things. If you're using any possible clients, it will generate config that your Go file, for example, let me do this one, just say Go. Can I do this in Go? Can I do this? Plain text, just do go. Yeah, so it will generate the config in the format that you will use in your Go consumer and producer, or like .NET, or like a C++. So this is like a set of handy tools that can generate something that you don't have to, right? So that's pretty cool. So in this particular case, we're interested in this guy. So environment variables, because my script, if you will take a look on my compose file again, it uses a bunch of environment variables. So if I will go ahead and just do source delta configs env delta, and if I'll do env, now all my things set up as environment variables. So if I will go and do this docker compose up and d, and this also will monitor if we have some of the components of the compose running. Let's see log view, and this is how our Docker compose will connect to Kafka cluster. Let's see if this will work. So now environment variables have a connection to Confluent Cloud, and let's see if we will succeed here. We might not, but I know that would be a very interesting thing to do. So meanwhile, let's do this one. Let's talk to people. What the people is talking about in a chat. Okay. No, I'm not going to be doing any custom transformation today. Just going to be using out-of-the-box transformers. Nothing to do with this one today. So I'm trying to create a project using CQRS and event sourcing in Spring Boot, and I'm hoping to create command queue and event queue using Kafka. I'm using Exxon as the framework with Spring Boot. Okay, so this is the continuation of this question. But Exxon, I can't use Kafka's event store, command store. Can you guide me how I can do this? Should I implement this on without Exxon? Probably. This is a very good question. Exxon is event store database. It already provides you the ways how you can communicate with this system. So for Kafka, you probably need to do it yourself. The Spring Boot provides you provide you with certain capabilities that allows you to do this. It is maybe not like built with all these DSL things that Exxon has. So not a huge fan or expert in this Exxon fella. But I hope this something will, yeah. If you're doing just the Kafka in Spring Boot, you need to create this yourself. Okay. Can we make a video about debugging Kafka Streams application? We definitely can. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Thanks, Avi. I think this is a very good idea for one of the next. I do have some of the idea for the next ones. I want to talk a little bit more about Kubernetes side of things. I was getting a lot of questions during my Kafka Summit Kubernetes session. A lot of people were asking about this, so I want to also address this. And definitely I will talk about this, how to use reset tool, how to develop, and how to test. Just go watch some of my live streams on my personal channel. It's a gamov.dev/YouTube. So if you go here, you can find /YouTube. Yep, you can find a bunch of videos where I talk about Kafka streams and how you can develop and stuff. So let me get back to here in my streams. All right, so it looks like connector is up. Let's see if connector successfully created topics, because I was under impression it might not, but it might not, or it will. Let's see, where's my login? So my cluster, my topics, and my topics, let's see if I can do this one. Anyway, so yeah, the connect was created and connected to my cluster. Let's see if everything that I need is there. So there's two cool commands that I want to show you. I learned this from the best. I learned this from my friend Robin Moffat, and you need to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, because he has a lot of things about connect to talk. I do this script called. Let's do this one. Connect. Not one. It's nudge. And so what happens here? When I start this connector locally, it exposes REST endpoint, so I can get all the connector classes. Here I am gonna be using this guy. Where is it? JDBC source connector. So I will use JDBC source connector to read data from the Postgres and push this data into Confluent Cloud. So the way how first of all, I need to have a database. I need to have the Postgres database, and luckily I also have it in my. If I do Docker compose ps, there should be two containers. One is account demo.db, which is going to be using Postgres. So let me bring some of the connections to this database. And right now, there's no tables, nothing. So there's nothing here. So I need to bring this somewhere. So one of the things, what I have here, let me show you. I do have some of the data that is totally generated from, there's it's a pretty cool library called Java. There's a pretty cool Java called Java Faker, and this is library allows me to generate bunch of random stuff. So I previously generated this and populated this database, and now my database is full of nonsense like places and addresses that just totally random. So I have 1,000 records here. Now, so how I can do this? Let's start with connector. So let's finish with connector, and after that we will initialize the database. I do have a connector config, and where's my connector config? And this is my JDBC connector. It has a connection to my database and things like that. And in this case, it will use this topic to land this data in Confluent Cloud. So let's try to create this topic here. If I'll do ccloud, a Kafka topic, and create, and let's see help. So how we can create a topic. So Kafka topic create, we do ccloud Kafka topic create, we call it account, and if not exist, it doesn't exist, but it's good to have it. Exists. And I think it will be using the default 6 partitions. Just let's create it. Should be there. Awesome. Now, the next thing is that I will just do a deploy JDBC connector. So now my JDBC connector hits this this topic. Let's see if we have a Docker compose log follow connect cloud. If we have any issues with this, looks like there's no errors. Looks good. Looks good. Now I want to see some of the data. So my topic is created. Let's take a look first of all on this one. So there's a cool feature in the cloud that's called data flow. So data flow allows me to see where the data in the topics are coming and like what is going on there. Let's see if it's froze or there's just nothing there. Let's see if let's click this one and let's do data flows. Let's see if it works while it's loading. Let's talk some of the comments. Okay, Avi, thank you so much for watching my videos. I watched my videos so far, but I keep running into issues when debugging non-trivial topologies using Spring Cloud Stream. Spring Cloud Stream is on my plate. I promise that Spring Cloud Stream, there would be a lot of streams around this technology. I already started working on a Kafka tutorial, an example for Kafka Cloud, but I am super busy preparing for my workshop tomorrow at Spring One. If you are in the Spring One, drop by, say hi. That would be awesome. Okay, all right. Now, and let's get back to here. So data flow is awesome. So first of all, right now it shows me what producer is writing to which topics, because right now only connect works, and in the background the connect framework updates this config topic and update the status of the connector. But let's try populate our database with data. So the workflow would be like that. I will update the tables with this data from my database. Connect will capture this data and push this data into my accounts topic. So let's go doing this. So I will do topic, do import from SQL dump, and I'll go here and get this SQL dump from accounts. If it doesn't exist, it will create this. I click import, and I should be able to see messages in this topic in come on come on, show me what you got. Something didn't go right. Let's see if we have any still no errors. Connector is working. Let's see if connector will be able to populate populate this data. Let's see if let's see. So when I import, let's see if the data is there, but maybe sometimes the transaction is not successfully executed or not committed. You can log this query tables. Let's do how I can refresh it. Let's reconnect, and will it show me? Yep, table is here. My accounts is here. So what it says, unknown topic, Confluent monitoring. That's all right, I guess. It's fine. So accounts, consumption, someone is reading. Let's take a look on the data flow, and we'll see anything happen there. It's loading. Let's create this topic. Probably I just didn't disable some of the monitoring interceptor. Usually I do because I don't need those per se. So let's do ccloud, Kafka, create monitoring, so that we will not have this miserable error here. So eventual consistency. Yes. So we see this producer that is in our connector that will pushing some messages in account topic. So now we see this actually works, and we can see which producer, which partitions are populated from this cloud worker. So let's wait until it will populate. Like that's super cool. Like UI is the work in designing UI is incredibly hard, and I have a tremendous respect for the people who work on UI side of things. And sometimes it's like funny quirks. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we see how many partitions we have here. And I do see count messages. Let's do if we have any messages from, yeah. So our data landed here. See how it's cool. So if I will say like update, and how I can commit. Commit your changes. Okay, 300. So the key by partition. Where's the key? Let's take a look if a search is actually allows me to find something. What I was looking at is to this one. All right. And well, let's see, different partition maybe. And partition number 2. Partition number 3. Partition number 4. Partition number 5. Damn it. No messages. Let's see if I do. Yeah, so it's supposed to be committing. It's supposed to be reading this message. So message should be should land there in. Yay, we have our guy. Okay, so we need to wait until we will have because it's a key number 300, right? And offset 59. So potentially we should expect another message to land very soon. I don't think I configured any like the delays, and just running one task. The data should land here. very soon. So the we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so the data stream is pretty cool. You want to see like how the data will be written from partitions, and how the data will be distributed. If you have like another, say, application that reads this data from these accounts, let's actually do this one. So we have a ksql db application. Let's create a stream. Let's see if I have a I probably will have, we probably can do this one if we will do streams, add a stream from account. It says value format. It's going to be JSON, key column, optional. We don't need to have it. No, this will not work because I remember there's a, let me find this correct query that will definitely work for account, so we can see that's that will work or it will not. Yep, transaction account. Yep, this one. Okay, so we will do this one. Run query. Oops, some streams get crossed. Okay, let's see. Nothing on GCP. Maybe it's just me typing some of the wrong things here. Once again, ksql. All right, we can do create a stream from earliest, run query. Authorization exception. Okay, we do here. ccloud, ksql, app, list, and we'll do ccloud, Kafka cluster list, and after that ccloud, ksql, configure ICL for this application. For all topics that I want to use. For cluster, if you've seen the live stream from the previous week, we talk about this like ACL. This stuff needs to be automated through a cloud-stack. Now, should be able to run this now. Okay, stream was created. Because I created table, obviously. Query table. So when I run this query, let's see. I should be able to see it in the data flow now. So when I open this in a data flow, account, emit changes, stop. Let's do this one from earliest. Yes, from the earliest. So we'll have all the changes. And let's see if we have a data flow coming. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a connector. Wow, this is actually a pretty cool UI, Pete, because now I can use this UI just to show what is going on here, so the people would know what is happening. So it is running, but there's no messages. The way how we can debug this and let's see if we have any errors in our processing error. So we go into topic with the processing errors. Let's see if we have any messages with errors. No processing errors. Maybe just a delay on ksql db side of things. Let's see. And if my data flow still still running with the data. Waiting total messages. This should be here. We should see it. It's probably just like slow in my computer slow. I don't see it. Okay, so I will give it a second to run. We'll see if there's any questions. God damn it! I just switched, and now you guys will say, "Hey, Victor, you just like you switched, and after that you switched to different screen." No, I would just like, as a matter of fact, I switched this, and it just appeared here. So now I should be able to see it in the data flow. Oh, come on. So, going. Data flow. Data is coming here. Let's see if we have our updated version of this. Yeah, for some reason, updated version never landed here. I'm wondering what's up with that. If I do commit. Supposed to be captured, this one. I need to check. Maybe my information is incorrect. But most importantly, I want to see data flow. Yeah, so my producer reads data from local database, pushes to account topic, and now it writes into show consumers, lag 0 messages, hooray, show partitions. Let's see how this will all lined up. It's exciting. Wow, that's super cool. And consumption information is there. Wow, that's great. I don't know. Personally, I think it's pretty cool if you will try to debug this type of thing in a cloud. Having tool like this is awesome. Maybe I'm drinking too much Kool-Aid, but I'm drinking these Gatorade. Now let's wrap this up. And how we will wrap this up is, remember, there's a price for everything, and even for a free cloud. So now we're gonna be using this. So we're doing Docker Compose down, Docker Compose down -v. We will stop the connector, stop the database, and we will stop it. And now I can do ccloud-stack, delete ccloud-stack, and I can specify my config. And now I'm closing this one with the few lines of just one-liner that will kill all my application, reduce all this environment. When I'm done, I will not get charged for this one, so I highly recommend when you're done, just like clean up after yourself. Cluster will be killed. My environment is already there. It's already gone. So it's clean slate. It's awesome. It's fantastic. That's it. So a few questions. So Gabriel, so this JDBC connector is CDC capable? No. So for CDC, like I think I'm missing something. Maybe I'm misconfiguring something. I need to get back on this one. Maybe next week I will follow up on what happens, why I did update on my database and this message didn't land in this Kafka topic, which was I don't know. I will check this out. I did a live stream again on my YouTube channel on this. Let me here, where I took for a ride a CDC connector, which is Debezium CDC connector. I use this one, works great, and works just fantastically. Yeah, and after that, there's not much of the comments. All right, so with that, as always, it's great to have everyone here as a part of live streams. As a reminder, I am here every Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. London time. Bring your questions, bring your tasks. Hit me up on Twitter. Find me on Twitter. Just ask, talk about something. This is my Twitter. Go follow me there. Ask your questions. I will create materials based on your feedback, and I want these things would be accessible and useful for everyone. With this, thank you to be a part of Livestreams, and as always, have a nice day.